Yep. Absolutely. Come on in, smash the like button, slash the dislike button, whatever it is you want to do. Let's have this conversation. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This is Painful Excellence Podcast. And I got questions. Because this is... We're going to talk about sore losers, man. This is like crazy. Let's do this roll call real quick, man. Eric Jordan, my brother, salute. Amina, salute, Queen. Again, I keep telling you, but I didn't forget you. I just got a lot going on when I cut this mic off. My apologies, Queen. Steve Elder, Mac, salute. Eric Jordan in the building. Shaquilla Fields, salute, Queen. Mind of Monsa Musa, my brother. What's going on? Rod Neal, 704 Joe. Eric Jordan earlier in that super chat. He said most people ain't willing to let Miguel party burn. Well, I mean, look, man, you know. Miguel! We're going to see. I'm looking for answers. Night Train, my Brody. What's going on, man? Shogun, Dragon Fang, Nicholas Levy, Lamont Griffin. Salute. Smash the like button. Let's talk about it. Let it burn? It's like, they I'm looking at these sisters. I'm hearing various conversations. And it's like, you know what? You want the Big Joe Townsend salute. You don't care about the country's well-being at this point because the people have spoken. So you didn't get what you want. So now you literally are going to grab your Starbucks and be like, yo, if it burn, it burn. I don't care. Hey, Tex, what's going on? So that's the type of time we on. I'm just going to point out how ridiculous this thought process is. The last thing you want is for the country to burn because of who's in charge. Actually, you hope it thrives. Let me move this picture because I get kind of frustrated looking at it. You actually want it to thrive. You want to say, you can say, I'm not confident with this. I don't like what he or she is about. And I hope I'm wrong about everything. Why? The last thing you want is the country to fail while you're in it. All this talk about, hey, man, if he wins, I'm leaving the country. How many millionaires who could actually afford to do so? Didn't Whoopi Goldberg say she was going to leave? Some of those women from The View told me, oh, if he wins, I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave. They're still here, right? Whoopi's done how many shows since he won? Did she leave yet? I'm just asking a question. How many of y'all say, hey, man, if this dude leaves, I'm out? How many of y'all said that? You get my point. It's still here. It's still here. Still here. And I'm not saying you should leave. I'm just asking what happened. Didn't the Godfather tell these women, yo, you can't have it all? And with each passing moment, everything that man has said, you look at the atmosphere of what's going on and you're like, damn, he was right. Now, this is another example of just that. You can't have it all. Amina said, Ellen said she was leaving and the house she bought in London got flooded. Hey, man. So I guess she's still here. But getting back to Kevin, that's some funny information too in our Aminaz. I appreciate that. That's funny as hell. I mean, as long as no one's hurt. But they're wealthy. They can afford it. They got insurance and things of that nature. I didn't know it was that serious. You know what I'm saying? But getting back to what the Godfather said, you know how they say, well, you watch these shows and these shows, Kendra G and Kevin Samuels and Jason Black when he had the ladies call up sometimes and stuff like that. There's even this new young fella. I get a kick out of watching him because people are really starting to like hate him, but the people that are hating him are the same people that want it all. This brother on Instagram called the Black Guru. Y'all seen him? Young fella, well dressed with glasses. I get a kick out of watching him because I'm like, wow, here we go again. He's not saying anything wrong, but it's the same thing. The Godfather's been gone for some time now, and I haven't seen the marriage rate go up or anything like that. In fact, we found out a lot of things since then. Haven't we? Didn't we find out that these women, that they say, oh, women are, so many women, I forgot the percentage. Oh, they're homeowners. They're buying homeowners. And I'm like, well, how could this be? Well, we're finding out that the eviction rate on women is up. What's going on? They want a man that makes a million trillion dollars. He got to be above 6 feet with a six pack and above 6 inches in the pants. And you have to have his undivided attention. Normally a man that is of a certain tax bracket, he don't work an 8-hour shift at his job, or if he's an owner. In fact, if he's an owner, there's 24 hours in a day. About 15 or 16 of those hours is devoted to his business. All he has time for is to come home and eat what you cook. And a lot of these sisters don't even want to cook. Eat what you cook. How was your day? Rub his feet, run his bath water. Make sure he gets to bed because he got to do it again tomorrow. So that's a sacrifice. You're living the life of luxury, but the sacrifice is you're barely going to see him. You can't have it all. You understand what I'm saying? This is just the reality of it. So I relate that thought process because, listen, man, listen. I don't care how this sounds, but a lot of Auntie Jenny, salute. A lot of these modern women have an adolescent thought process. They're babies. And all I see over this Trump situation is a glorified temper tantrum. Get over it is what I'm saying. Jason Williams, salute. Get over it. Get over it. It's done. We had a vote. You voted for Kamala. Your candidate didn't win. My candidate didn't win. I voted for Cornel West. He didn't win. Trump got in. The last thing you never heard me say, man, I hope he fails. That is stupid. That's like, okay, you're flying in the airplane, right? And the captain literally has a medical event and now he can't fly the plane. And I don't know how it works. This is just an example. J-Man, salute. This is just an example. So now you have 4 qualified pilots. And they're like, man, he didn't even say, okay, you're in charge. He just passed out. So who's in charge? We're all the same rank. I don't know. Say I got to draw straw or whatever. We got to take this off for autopilot in like an hour. So, somebody got to do it. You flip a coin and, so whoever says, okay, you're in charge. Imagine being the hater that wanted to fly it. Man, y'all ain't vote for me? Man, look, I'm the best pilot out of all of y'all. He was gonna pick me, but man, I hope you crash. Dude, you're on the plane with us. What are you talking about? That's how these sisters sound. And if I could say anything to any of them, it's like, yo, get over it. Get over it. The things that I'm hearing. What makes y'all any different from that fat white dude, Rush Limbaugh? Ain't been that long. Do y'all even know who that man is? Notorious Republican. He was the ultimate hater when Obama took office. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Appreciate that, Jason. Oh my gosh, that dude Rush was a hater. You know what he said? I'll read it to you. Sean Hannity asked him, so do you want Obama to succeed? Rush Limbaugh responded, I'm so glad, I'm going to say it in his voice. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad you asked me this question. No, I want him to fail. And he stood on that. That's a direct quote. Now, I know people will say, oh, well, what he meant was he wanted Obama's policies to fail. If Obama's policies fail, the people that depend on the policies suffer. Now, in your mind, if that outweighs what you want done, all I could tell him is, yo, the people have spoken for 8 years, 2 elections. He won twice. They've spoken. They've spoken. And if you was healthy enough, you'd have been able to stick around and see Trump win and then lose and him win again. You fat bastard. But he gave us the ultimate gift. You know what he did? He said farewell to this earth on Black History Month.
Whoa! What the
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to die on Black History Month. Don't miss him. And with that, he became a legend. I said, well, what are the odds of that? That's crazy. Wow. Exactly, Auntie. Exactly. Can't have it both ways. So when I see these sisters, Kenyatta Ali, salute, where you been? So when I see these sisters angry and you want the whole country to collapse, I mean, really think about it. How selfish is that? That's just stupid. So I'm gonna read to you some things that I that I dug up. It's the most recent article, November 26th, 2024. The article says, Black women are tired. Harris' loss has some organizers re-examining their coalitions. Now, here's the awesome thing about this. It's written by a woman by the name of Ashley Lopez. Ashley Lopez wrote an article about Black women being tired after Harris lost because it's the end of the world. So Greg Terrible says all types of women are mad at Trump. Mad that Trump won, now just the sisters. Well, I'm focusing on the sisters. You're not wrong, but I'm focusing on the sisters. Young Hollywood, salute. You know why I'm focused on the sisters, Greg? Is because the sisters treat men a certain way. I'm happily married, and somehow I get pulled into this nonsense. And when you hear a woman trying, a black woman try and plead her case as to why she feels a certain way about black men, she says, y'all niggas. Let me be very clear to the women that do that. I'm not y'all niggas. Been my wife for 24 years. Got a whole family. I come from a 2-parent household, and I do not identify with anything that you've went through. And when you talk to those sisters, either they don't know their father or they had a horrible relationship with him based off of what their mama told them. And what's worse is they probably are in competition with their mom too. Which is why I told all the youngsters in my family that will listen, it's very important you understand when you're dating, it's always better when you're dealing with a daddy's girl. Do you know why? You know why it's safe dealing with a daddy's girl? Because if her daddy is a great man, she's comparing you to him. And if you meet that criteria, if she has her head straight and you meet that criteria, then you're in. If she was raised under male leadership, she's a strong woman by nature because she's watched how men work and she understands them. It becomes second nature for her to understand how men are. When you're dealing with a super duper woman who comes from a super duper mom who did it all by herself and she don't need no man, and she refers to us as niggas, character flaw, right off the bat. Character flaw. I see it all the time. I see it on these podcasts, and when these women get in their feelings, you can see it in their face because they go somewhere. Because nigga is this and nigga is that. Really? That tells me exactly who you've been dealing with. It tells me exactly why you're a single mother. It tells me exactly why you're saying you don't need no man, you don't need marriage or whatever. And that's why you're by yourself. And these are the women that would rather see this shit burn than say, you know what? The public has spoken. I hope we're going to be okay. Why the whole plane got to crash because you didn't get what you wanted? You know what I mean? So I can't speak for white women. That's for the white men to handle. I can't speak for the Latinas. That's for the Latin men to handle. I'm speaking for my black queens, and I'm asking, what is up with y'all? Y'all want to crash this whole plane because you ain't get your way? And on top of this, and I'm talking to my brother Greg Terrible, on top of this, they talk crazy about us for the last how long? It's been hot in these streets since Kevin Samuels caught fire and then he died and they danced on his grave. All of that stuff. We're going on about maybe 5 years of craziness, right? And then they turn back around and say, by the way, we feel how we feel about you. We ain't changing our mind. And while you're at it, you better vote for Kamala. Ran and got Obama out and talked crazy to us. White folk can't do that. Obama didn't go to those red states and try and flip them and talk to those men and say, hey, man, don't be afraid of having a black woman in charge. Don't be afraid. Obama, they went and got him to talk to us and shamed us. And we were like, yo, we didn't even do anything. Y'all ran and got him to talk crazy to us? We didn't even do anything. Y'all done Cynthia G'd us. Y'all call us broke. We sassy. We hate our mothers. Cash app us before you ask us out on a date. To get the black vote, they get Saucy Santana and Trina talk about no vote, no bucking. That was for the primaries. And we're looking like, what's going on? Not a man in sight. You don't need us. We're bosses and all of this stuff. And you better vote for Kamala while you at it. And still through all of that, there was some men saying, all right, I can ignore them. They crazy, but all right, I'm going to vote Democrat. All right. Because I don't like Trump. Okay. And then they brought Obama's ass on stage to insult us. And we're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, bro. Dude got on stage. You better be lucky that Michelle's not here. Fuck is she going to do? I know, brothers, that was the straw that broke their camel's back. I know a couple of brothers that were going to hold their vote. And I know a few brothers that were saying, yo, I'm just going to go ahead and vote for her because I don't like this guy. No, I'm sorry. I stand myself corrected. The brothers were going to vote for Kamala because they ain't like Trump. I know 3 dudes that flipped and voted for Trump. The rest of them stayed home and said, man, I'm not doing this because of that Obama thing. That's why I got on here and said, yo, do they realize what they did? So, yeah, absolutely, I'm on the sisters' bumper. The sisters should have been like Obama should have been in the red states, talking to the white men about not being afraid. Don't bully us. We didn't do anything. Come to find out, when Trump won, who'd they blame? Black men. This is why we don't like y'all. And then what did we find out? Joy Reid told you, and Joy Reid's been on a rampage lately. What did we find out? The same amount, the small percentage of black men that voted for Trump was the same percentage that voted for him in 2016. So guess what? We didn't do anything. But it's not beyond the scope of reason that you might have chased, I know for a fact you chased away some black men out the damn boat. Either they held their boat or you made them flip. They did this. This is your fault. Maybe if you was more united with us, maybe it's saying, hey man, you better vote for Kamala with your broke ass. Maybe in the last 6 years, if you was like, hey, you know, let's get together. We love our black brothers. And we would be like, well, we love our black sisters. We're better together than fighting at one another. Instead, y'all have more testosterone than us in certain instances. We were like, why are you so mad? This is nothing. Y'all walking around with your fist balled up and we're looking at you like it's not that serious. Don't nobody talk to you because y'all like y'all don't want to be bothered. You insult us all this time and then tell us we better vote in a certain direction. Nope. Come to find out, what they talking about, that Latino vote? So y'all want to see the whole country burn because you ain't get your way? Listen, y'all outnumber black men. What are you worried about us for? Y'all had this under control. I'm sorry. Y'all can't even save the WNBA. Uh-oh. Am I lying? Y'all can't even save the WNBA. There's more women than men. Y'all don't even want to go to the games. Y'all could do that yourself. What the fuck you need us for? And somehow this is our fault and y'all so angry you ain't get your way, you want the whole country to burn? This is crazy. This is an adult tantrum. Y'all remember that video of that black woman in Walmart screaming on the floor talking about Walmart is racist? A complete meltdown. I'm looking at this like, will she get her ass up off the floor? This is crazy. Smoke and Talk Podcast LLC in the building. Go subscribe to my fam. He says, what's up, y'all? Baltimore in the building. Subscribe. Salute. Subscribe to my family. Real Baltimore. Smoke and Talk Podcast LLC in the building. Salute. Good to see you. Hold on, let me take care of family. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. Here we go. Take care of my family. Project Leroy, salute. What's good? Kelvin Cook, salute. Project Leroy. In that super chat, much love. He says, it's the end of their own world come January 20th. Teethers and illegal aliens getting deported. Can't yell for Miguel either, because ICE is going to lock him down. Oh, yeah, I can't wait for that.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
That was, and listen, man, that right there, that's what got him the vote. Jeff Sparks, salute. Mark Wunderlich, what up? ES, salute, sis. What's going on? That, listen, man, that right there, the migration issue, that's what won. And you see what he's doing with the tariffs? It's not a game out here. Demon in the building. Joey, what up? Jimmy Bernard, what's good? Khalid, what up? Spurgood Marshall, salute. Tim, what's going on? Man, the WNBA situation is an easy fix. They're gonna have to spend money to make money, but it's an easy fix. But again, there's more women than men. All they got to do is buy seats and show up. And there's a way to get men to go to those games. I'm just going to say, Anthony, what up? I'm just going to say, y'all doing it on Instagram anyway. Get the hottest chicks in the city. Plug their social media. Roll out the red carpet for them. Get some eligible bachelors. You can have, I ain't gonna give out no game. I'm not gonna give out no game because they don't deserve to hear it. But that WNBA thing, you can fix it. I'll have cats looking forward to the halftime show and another show after the game. Get people to stick around. Lower the rims a little bit so we can get some fast break and dunk action. Just lower the rim about a foot. Make the game more high pace. Move the 3-point line a little bit in. Move it about 2 feet in. Just do it. Mr. Shelton, salute. Just do it. You're trying to sell a product here. Make the game more high pace. Damn. Because what y'all been doing is not working. I could fix that thing in a year. But I'm not going to give out free game, man. Because, you know, people always, there might not be anyone from the WNBA watching, but somebody could know someone who knows someone, and somebody could hear what I say and then say it on their huge platform, and then get back to them next thing you know, I'll be sitting at home like, they're doing that? Didn't I say to do that like 2 years ago? There's no way. I'm not giving out free game, man. That's an easy fix. They're going to have to do different things. But that's all I'm going to say about that. But if y'all can't save the WNBA, what made y'all think that y'all could sway and get a black woman into the presidential seat? Y'all were doomed. And y'all can't point the finger at us. We didn't do it. So let me read something from Black Women Are Tired. Harris Laws has some organizers re-examining their coalitions. Written by Ashley Lopez. She's going to talk to us about black women. This woman named Cameron Davis had a baby this past May, so she took time off from political organization ahead of the 2024 election. I don't know who Cameron Davis is. I hope she's married. Let me see if I could like Google her or something. Let me just try this real quick. Cameron Davis. I think this is her. Wait, is this her? Let me see. Had a baby this May. This might be her. I don't know. Educate. Okay. If this is her, she's here with a newborn. This might be her. Might be her. I can't tell whether she's married or not. I hope so. Shame it. Okay. But hopefully she's married, because that's a problem in itself. I need everyone to go subscribe to Smoke and Talk Podcast. We need to get them to a stack. You know what I mean? Let's work, ladies and gentlemen. Take a moment to go subscribe to our family. Smoke and Talk Podcast. You know what I mean? And going into this new year, I want to do a lot of collabs with my family here. We got to move the needle, because we all do great work. You know what I'm saying? We want to salute to all of us. We're all in the same people I see in here. I see a lot of y'all everywhere else. I see you on that dude named Dave. That's my Chicago brethren. Everybody here be on Theo Coop's channel. Salute. That's my Detroit brethren. You know what I'm saying? We all in the same light. You know what I mean? And we all can move the needle. So take a moment and go subscribe to Smoke and Talk Podcast LLC. All right, everyone here should be subscribed to our sister Harmonize too. There's enough out here for everyone to get it, and I want everybody to shine. I want everybody to shine. There's no excuse for us not to shine. Mr. Gino, salute. Everybody, go subscribe to Auntie Jenny. Go subscribe to Auntie Jenny, for real. Before the year's out, because this is the last month of the year, I want to put together a panel, and I want all of us to jump on it, and we're just going to politic and cook. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be like an end of the year thing, and what we're looking forward to this year. You know what I mean? And 2024 was pretty good. 2024 was pretty good. So 2025, this is going to be exciting. This is going to be exciting, man. I promise you it is, man. So yeah, man. Go subscribe to our family, man. So Cameron Davis, she had a baby in May, and she took some time off. She decided to end her maternity leave when President Biden got out of the race for Davis. Philadelphia regional director for a group called PA Youth Vote. Biden's exit was an opening to mobilize young people who had checked out of politics. Quote, we engage a lot of Black and brown students, and they were a little bit more hopeful, she said. Davis said, even though some young people were excited by Vice President Harris' entry into the race, getting others to care was often like pulling teeth. By the way, let me show you the contradiction of certain things, man. Trump, you knew he had these cases on him, and y'all knew that he was going to pardon himself. Why wouldn't you? Okay. Y'all mad at that? He pardoned himself? You mad at that? Cool. You could be mad at it. I'm cool. I can't tell you how to feel. Cool. Joe Biden just pardoned his crackhead son.
Whoa! What
That's right. Y'all all saw it. Y'all all saw it. Elmo Soprano, salute. Y'all all saw it. Demon, exactly. He was. What are you gonna do? Not pardon your son? Huh? What are you gonna do? Not do that? This is nepotism at its finest. I ain't mad at that. Andrew, what up? I'm not mad at that. LeBron James got his son not only in the NBA, but on the Lakers with him. Hey, man, get it where you fit in. There go Auntie Jenny. Go subscribe to Auntie Jenny. Let's get to work. I want everybody that does content around me, I want y'all to reach that stack. I want y'all to become profitable. Let's rock and roll into 2025. Let's steamroll this bitch. Let's do it. Let's run over these fools. Let's get it. There's enough out here for everybody to get it. Everybody in my chat does great work. All the content creators in my chat does great work, man. That's what we do. Dave. I met Dave. Dave helped me. I saw Theo in his chat, but I already was subscribed to Theo when Theo barely had 700 subs. And look at Theo Coop now. You understand? Met Smoke and talk through them. And I like, people who do content, and everybody knows who Auntie Jenny is. You know what I mean? There's enough out here for everybody to get it. So let's get it. Let's get it. I love seeing my people shine, man. That is like a fulfilling thing, man. When Theo had that viral moment, I was in there, bro. I was there. I was there for Theo's first stream. His very first one, I was there. Very first one. And look at the brother now, man. That is so like, words can't express. When you talk about proud, whew, I like seeing someone when they start out, the next, it's like, whoa, they're like a big deal. It's like, yo, I know where he came from. No tricks, nothing. See what I mean? Let's get it. Go subscribe to Auntie Jenny. Salute. Eric Jordan back in that super chat. He said, not just part of him, but part of him 410 years. So, whoa. Listen, man. Who wouldn't pardon their son unless you really didn't like him? He's supposed to do that. You're in a position of power. Do it. I mean, I saw it coming. I said, Hunter's not going to do it. He ain't going to do nothing, man. Watch. He's going to be just fine. And look at us now. Look at us now. They're like, heh. So, of course, Trump is going to pardon himself. So now that that's out the way, he can get to work and fix these borders. Get these, you see these migrants scrambling like eggs on the Sunday morning? Auntie Jenny says she had her channel since October 10th of 2013, my hobby. Well, good. I want your hobby, when you go live, I want that little $sign there. So you can get a super chat. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with getting paid off a hobby. You know what I mean? It's great. It's a great feeling. Absolutely. So yeah, I knew, I ain't mad at that. But what I'm pointing out is everyone's saying, oh, he's going to pardon himself. And I'm like, all right. Biden just pardoned his son like a day ago. He just did that. I'm like, I don't care. Pardon your son. Bronny James in the NBA. I mean, who cares? Family first. So, Cameron Davis, she was talking about how it's like pulling teeth to get people to care about the election. PA Youth Vote organizers around issues like public education and voting rights. Davis said she and others worked really hard to get young people to engage with these issues and vote for candidates who shared those goals. Ultimately, young voters were among many groups that swung toward President-elect Donald Trump this year. Ultimately, you see what I mean? Black women like Davis have long been essential to turning out voters. Pause. because, I'm just reading how it's written, but now after Harris lost the chance to become the first black woman president,
listen to this right here.
many black women organizers are exhausted in thinking about what's next. So because you work so hard, Corbin, what up? Because you work so hard, you know what I mean, to get these cats to the polls, you also worked hard into forcing you. The only reason why you talk to these young folk was because you wanted to get them to believe what you believe. You're not telling them, go to the polls, find out what your best interest is, and vote for your interest. They try to what I call lead the witness. Y'all know what it's saying? Don't lead the witness. Y'all know? Do y'all know what that is? Don't lead the witness. A lawyer have you on a stand. They're asking questions. On October 13th, what did you do? Oh, I woke up, I did this, I did this, I did this. And then what happened? I went over here and did this and did this and this. Next question. And that's when you saw Mr. Jameson, and then he did what? That's leading the witness. No. Next question should be, and then you went to the store, and then what happened? Oh, I saw Mr. Jameson. And then what happened? He did X, Y, and Z. Melanin, salute. He did X, Y, and Z. No further questions. And then you get cross-examined. But leading the witness is, oh, okay, and then you saw Mr. Jameson, and then he did, no. You don't lead him. Let him explain it. What it sounds like these sisters was doing. Come to the polls and vote. And the problem is women's rights and this and that, and this and that, and they paint this picture, and this is why you should go to the poll and vote against Trump. It was an anti-Trump thing. Not saying, okay, you need to vote. You're young enough, but you need to vote. You're young, but you're old enough to vote. Why should we vote? Well, look at the atmosphere. You got migrants over here, terrorism over there, and we don't know who's hopping these fences, and you got. We feel if you feel women's rights are under attack, you can investigate that, and you're supposed to give them everything. But now the Mexican salute, you're supposed to give them everything and say, based off of this, your vote is important. But you're not supposed to lead them to your agenda. And what this sounds like is they wanted these kids to come out and vote, but vote for their agenda. And it didn't work. Because as you can see, it says right here, ultimately, young voters were among many groups that swung towards President-elect Donald Trump this year. You know why? Because the youth aren't stupid. They're not. The ones that vote. They do stupid things, but they're not dumb like you think they are. And I'm talking about the ones that pay attention to the political atmosphere. I'm not talking about the Tank Davis fans. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones that actually go to the polls and they pay attention to things. They're saying, okay, I'm gonna graduate college and I'm gonna be in this world. What is this president gonna do? Because I plan on being here in the next 2 to 5 years. This president's policies could either help me or harm me. Do I want to be paying $8 for a gallon of milk? Or is Trump going to come in there and work these tariffs and goof them up so that I can now be paying, instead of $8, like $4 or whatever it is? PGH, salute. You got to make a decision. Whether you feel he's racist or you know, a womanizer or whatever, hey man, at the end of the day, shouldn't you be voting for what's the best interest of your pockets? There's nothing you can do. What are you gonna do? Stay home? You can do that. Another thing is, as far as the black vote is concerned, you say she's a black woman. Let's say she is a black woman. Let's say that. Let's go there. Let's go there. Didn't she sit on the couch and say, I'm not going to say I'm going to do anything for black people. I'm going to do something for the people. Wait a minute. No. Black people, we need shit. We need some. I want to talk about reparations. She even want to talk about that. Oh, I know, Demon. I know. But let's say for a minute she is. I heard what she said. And then when I asked about policies for like 2 weeks, Champions First, salute, for like 2 weeks, what did we hear? Nothing. For 2 weeks or so? Was it 2 weeks or more? I went to Trump's website. I saw policies. I didn't read all of them, but I said, okay, there's policies there. Bill D, salute. I went to, I think that was Kamala Harris's site, and she was selling merch. Right there, I was saying, this is a mistake. When she announced that she was running for, he says, Eric Jordan says 6 weeks. It may have been. Because at that point, I was watching the marketing. And I said, this is bad. Kamala is running. I'm like, okay. And then the Meg Thee Stallion thing, y'all know my position on that. I was like, ooh, that's not good. Meg Thee Stallion? Don't she still got a hole in her foot? Cardi B? Beyonce? And then there was cats showing up there because they thought they were going to get a free Beyonce concert. Remember that? Monster Musa said she needed to clean the greens out the tub. Yeah. So it was a marketing scheme, and that's what you feel. And I was getting offended in the process. Because all those names that they mentioned, they don't resonate with me. How do you get the black male vote? And then when she did pull a policy up there, when she put it up there, what was she offering us? More mental health care? What, are we crazy? All the shit she offered, we got already. I got a full health plan. Remember the sister that was in the comment section I was going back and forth with about a month ago? She's like, oh man, because y'all dying. Yeah, you know why we die first? Because we do shit that y'all don't do. And guess what? Y'all trying to do it, what's happening? Y'all are dying. For those of you that want to do illegal shit, y'all are going to prison more. That's up. And y'all are on antidepressants for trying to do the shit that we do. You're not supposed to do it. But you a boss, right? And you need that antidepressant pill because you bought a house and now you can't afford it. And now you're getting evicted. Y'all made these decisions. And we just sat back like, yo, what are y'all doing? Vote for Kamala. Why? Because she got Cardi B talking on her behalf. She got Jennifer Lopez crying on her behalf. She got Beyonce dancing and her homegirl with a Beetlejuice suit on. I don't know what the fuck that was. Kelly Rowland. I was like, what is happening here? Twerk for Kamala, and that was supposed to get the black vote. Black men with half a brain saw that and was like, this ain't it. What is she doing for us? And I looked on it and I'm like, oh, man. To get the black vote was so easy. Open the discussion for reparations. Stiffer penalties for law enforcement that is found guilty for fucking us up. To get the black vote is so easy. How did she fuck that up? She found the way. They were dead and stinking when they ran and got Saucy Santana and Trina. I said, come on, bro. Come on. Come on. She killed herself. Audacity Podcast in the building. Salute. This is what they did. Here's what they think about you. And we paid attention. And then the Obama lecture was the icing on the cake. They said, all right. And y'all did all of this and y'all want America to burn because you ain't get your way? These sisters I'm reading it right here. These sisters, y'all say y'all tired, right? Look, ultimately, young voters were among many groups that swung towards President-elect Donald Trump. Black women like Davis have long been essential to turning out voters, which means they get them to go out and vote. But now, after Harris lost a chance to become the first black woman president, many black women organizers are exhausted and thinking about what's next. Quote, the fact that I sacrificed my mind, body, and spirit to really just try to educate young people and to kind of see, I'm reading how it's written, how the results played out in the aftermath. I'm exhausted, Davis said. I'm exhausted as a black woman, as a mother, as a youth advocate, because I'm only 24 years old. I'm tired. She didn't say as a wife. You notice that? Let me read that again. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted as a black woman, as a mother, as a youth advocate, because I'm only 24 years old. I'm tired. She didn't say a wife. And if she is married, way to go to undermine your husband. Now, I saw her, if this is the same woman that I saw on Instagram, if it's her, there's a brother there. I don't know if that's her husband, but yeah, I'm not gonna put the picture up there. I can't say this without saying I'm not trying to be funny, but he looks like he gets bossed around. That's what it looked like, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know, Jimmy Bernard. I heard all about that. I try not to get into that, but 20 million in debt, it's a lot of money. Kane, what up? It's a lot of money to campaign, ain't it? Exactly, Audacity Podcast. She's only 24 years old. She's tired for what? Life is just getting started, mommy, and you're a mother? You're tired over this? You did your job. You got them to turn out. And it sounds like you're mad that these cats looked at the landscape and made a decision, and it wasn't the decision that you wanted it to be. And she tired? What are you tired? You did your job. They voted. You're mad that the people have spoken. What are you mad for? Let me go back to this article. Khadida Kenner, that's her name, Kadida. Khadida Kenner, founding CEO of the New Pennsylvania Project, said the election result has prompted some organizers to take a step back, even if it's just for a little bit. Now they want to step back because they didn't get the outcome they wanted. Because of the letdown and the feeling of depression and anger, there is more downtime, she said. Kenner said, unlike Trump's election in 2016, she thinks political organizing in response to a Trump administration will not happen quite as quickly. So these sisters are willing to they just want to quit, and they're tired, and they don't, oh my God, I'm just so sick of this. You knew this was a possibility. And because you didn't get what you want, you're talking about, I'm tired, I don't want to do this no more. Stop crying. Let me ask y'all a question. DeMarco, salute. Let me ask y'all a question. When Trump won in 2016, were there any black male organizations that wrote an article like this? Do you recall? I definitely wasn't doing content back then. I was on Facebook. Do you recall? Was there any articles where there was black men saying we getting the youth out the vote? And then when Trump won, were there any black men saying, man, we tired. I don't care. Were there any Hollywood black actors or musicians saying, I'm going to leave this damn country if Trump wins? If they said it, they may have been joking, man, if this dude win, I'm out. They're still right here, done several movies since then, put out several albums. Black people weren't enslaved. We didn't have World War III. Pinball salute. Didn't happen, right? So here these sisters go and they're having a meltdown. Further proof that y'all are not built to do what we do. Further proof why men didn't want a female in the White House at that position in the first damn place. Look at y'all melting down over this. Wanting the whole country to burn because Trump won? Get over it. Just say, hey man, all right. The country has spoken. It was a peaceful transition of power, was it not? Why would you want him to fail? If he fails, we fail, you idiots. What? Y'all just want the country to go belly up just so you can say, I told you? That's what they want. This is how stupid this is. Listen to this. Listen to this. A woman's thought process. I remember watching the video. Somewhere in Asia, because these were Asian people. I don't know if they were Korean, Chinese, Japanese. I don't remember. Have y'all seen this video? It was caught on security camera. You see a car going through a safari. Car back to back. And all I saw was this woman jump out the passenger side. She walks around the front of the car and slams the door and starts pointing, and she's having a meltdown. The tiger is looking like, what the fuck? Runs up to her, jumps on her, grabs her and carries her off. The dude gets out and he didn't know what to do. He was like, what? Now he's outside with other tigers. And Peter, what up? He snaps out of it and says, oh shit. He gets back in the car. And the tiger ate her ass. The tigers ate her ass. They said, oh, lunch? He want it? Oh, he don't want it. We're going to eat her. You jumped out there with some wild animals. Do you know what the story behind that was? You ready for this shit? Because I couldn't believe this. She was arguing with homie. It was him, her, and his mother was in the car. And the word was, they got into a fight, and she was mad with him because he took his mother's side or something like that. So she got so enraged that she jumped out the fucking car in the middle of a safari with wild tigers. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube. Let me see. Wait, hold on. Let me Google it. Woman gets eaten by tigers in safari. Let me see. Oh, found it. Damn it. I'm not on Facebook. Wait, hold on. This is the video though. Wait, hold on. This is the video, bro. P. I'm not kidding. Look at this. This is the video, y'all. Look at this. And the story behind this was so stupid. Look, 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 look. That's her. How mad are you that how mad are you that you have to do this? Look at the people like, yo, get your ass back. Look, look, done. Look, he was like, oh no. He went, he tried. He tried. He tried. In what universe? And he's like, wait, hold on, wait, do I, he didn't know what to do. What's even more enraging was the story behind it. I said, what the fuck was going on in that car that she had to get out? There's no fart in the world that could stink so bad that would make me even wind the window down knowing there's a wild animal outside. I'll just be like, yo, damn, man, that's messed up. You can't make me. She was a petite chick. She can't even fight back. And his ass jumped out. His instinct, the male instinct, was to protect, was it not? He jumped out and went at it and was like, oh, wait a minute. There's other tigers here. Sorry. DeMarco said the mom died trying to save her daughter. Really? The mom died. Notice the man ain't died. Unbelievable, man. Let me read this comment. If stupid was a person, wow. They're asking, who do we hold responsible? People's like, what the hell? Everyone's saying this woman is responsible. But the story behind this, it's not saying here. The story behind that was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I said, wait a minute. They were arguing in the car and she got so mad. Listen, I don't care if it was just revealed to you that he gave you the HIV. Nowadays, you can take your chances with that. They got medicine where you can live a full life. But getting out that car, you immediately dead. Dead. Eric Jordan in that super chat. He says the tiger used the power of the ninja sword to get dinner.
Give power to my nigger sword!
Motherfucking right. What could you do? Exactly, Angel. She made her choice. But the reason why I showed you... Can I ask y'all a question? And I know the sisters are in here. Let me just ask y'all a question. Who crashes out the worst, men or women? I mean, I'm really asking y'all, who crashes out the worst? Because that was stupid. That was stupid. You can't wait till you get out the park and then dart off and say, I'm going to walk home. What the? There's no, come on. Non-phenomenal Mexican, that was on a security camera. Who crashes out the worst, men or women? The only man that I've seen years ago, Bronx Zoo, not far from me. The Bronx Zoo, goddammit. Some dude hopped in the tiger cage. Or was it the lions? I think it was the lions. He hopped into the fucking, and he was sitting on a rock. The lions surrounded him, and the authorities, when they got there, they were saying, I don't know how they didn't eat his ass. You know why? I think the animals knew that he was mentally ill. ES says men. I'm telling you, the men that do crash out, the man I'm describing right now, he was mentally ill. He was mentally ill. Mentally ill. I remember it was on the front of the New York Post. He was just sitting there, looked like he was talking to the lion. The lion was roaring at him like, yo, what are you doing? This happened like in 93, 94. It was crazy. But he was crazy. These boys that do these mass shootings, what do you find out about them? They had problems at home. If they have a two-parent household, they had a problem with their daddy. Kamala Harris was asked, what's going to be different in your presidency when you're already on the Biden administration? You're basically here already. We're dealing with you right now. You said it's going to be different. What's going to be different from the Biden administration? What's the Harris administration going to do different from the Biden administration? And you know what she did? She said, well, Donald Trump, there it is, done. Nobody told her, assuming that we know that Donald Trump is an asshole already. We know that already. We're asking, what are you going to do? She blew it. DeMarcus's correction, Drew, that was the daughter trying to save her mom. She was viciously mauled. I don't mean to laugh. She was viciously mauled, but survived. Mom didn't. Daughter trying to sue the zoo for $300K. Can you find the story about why did she jump out the car? Because the story I read when that happened was they were arguing with the dude. So that was the mom that jumped out? What the fuck was she? Why would you jump out? Thank you for the correction. I appreciate that. But my point still stands. What the hell was going on in that car that made her jump out in a fit of rage? There's tigers right there. What are you doing? That thought process. You were asked, Kamala, what are you going to do different from the Biden administration? And she went on about Donald Trump. And when the person conducting the interview says, no, what are you going to do? Then she got an attitude. And then I heard she was late to the damn interview. Then they tried to limit his questions, and it just looked bad. And Fox News ate her alive. Within reason, they ate her alive. You know what Fox News couldn't? They couldn't do that to Obama. You know why? Barack Obama is smart for real. What he did with this thing trying to promote her, that was dumb. And I don't know who put him up to that. They probably misinformed him of the statistics, and he had him thinking that black men got a problem voting for a black woman. Probably wasn't paying attention. But Fox News hated Obama. You know why? He came to the damn meetings. He came to those interviews early and sat down and answered their questions. They couldn't deal with him because Barack was smart. They couldn't deal with Barack. I used to laugh. I'm like, yo, look at him. Look, he's serving them. They ask him a question. He'll give a detailed answer. They're like, all right. Well, let's go over here now. He'll give a detailed answer. Oh, well, Mr. President, we only got so much time. Okay, well, you asked me a question. I'm answering your question. Snoop, what up, Snoop? They couldn't deal with Barack Obama. This chick here, she was food. She was food. As soon as she brought up Donald Trump's name, I said, yo, he's not in the seat. He's not in the seat. You want to take the seat. What are you going to do different from the Biden administration? Is it going to be different? Is it going to be more the same? Because the more the same, what's his public approval? I don't recall, but I heard it was kind of low. How do you get that back? Why would you bring up Donald Trump? Stop. Damn, man. She blew it. That's what I'm telling y'all. She blew it. And the sisters that ran behind her, they're cut from her cloth. So you want the country to burn because you didn't get your way? You know that's crazy. And then when you ask these young cats now, 8 years is a long time. Ask them, do you know who Rush Limbaugh is? Can you even spell his last name? They're gonna be like, no. Okay. Why would you want the country to fail though? Because last time a fat white man said that, it was blasphemous. Now you sisters are saying that. Isn't the country the common ground? You're supposed to be hoping and praying that he's successful. You're supposed to be saying, you know what? I was wrong. And what he's doing is right. You want to be wrong about him. Y'all remember, let me talk a little boxing for a second. Y'all remember when we first heard that Ryan popped dirty? Do y'all remember what I said? I said, shit. I hope Vada and Wada is wrong. Y'all remember when I said that? Because I didn't want to go through any of this. I said, look, I hope they're wrong. I hope this kid, I just don't want to deal with it. He won, whatever. Can we move on? Remember when I said that? I said, I hope it's wrong because I don't want to deal with this. And we had a mess. And we ended up dealing with it anyway. And then the racist stuff came out. You see? It's never in your hands. It's on God's hands. Because if that don't happen, you know, God says, you know, look, this needs to happen. You know why? Let me show you about, let me let you know about this kid. This kid, you're going to see this kid's character. Okay, so he failed the drug test. Now watch him. When we go from failing the drug test to blaming the drug test and Vada and, you know, the super carbs and blaming these people, him lying. So we found out he has poor character and then the racist behavior. So now he has poor character and he's a racist and he's a cheater. Bam. There it is. So now I'm looking at you sisters. Are y'all displaying good character, hoping that the whole country collapse because you didn't get your way? That's silly. That's silly. I can't believe that woman got out the goddamn depression and anger. And this is why y'all popping pills now. Y'all just want to wave the white flag. I don't know black male groups that worked to get people to the polls in 2016 but failed. I don't know how many of those men say, you know what, I quit. But no, a woman group doing this, they talking about quitting. Come on, man. Do better. And I think it's necessary to protect our own mental health in this moment. You see? You see? We can't be the protectors and defenders of all people all the time. Oh my God. Let me ask you a question, men, black men. Do you feel protected by black women? Not all black women are the same, but what do you see when you see these panels? How do you normally hear black women talk about black men? Is it good? Some of it is. But what's the majority that you hear? Do you feel protected? They always talk about we don't protect them. Do you hear how they talk about us? Hell, look at this. I just pointed out the past 5 years. I pointed out Kevin Samuels. He didn't start a conversation. He's been saying shit that we've been saying for decades. And when we just said, all we said was, hey, man, that's true what he's saying. I've been saying it. He's been saying it. Okay, so now this brother gets on here with a suit and he has a viral moment and y'all all attacked him, but never really listened to him. And y'all still not listening. And when y'all not referring to us as brothers and sisters, or not sisters, but y'all not referring to us as brothers and men, and y'all referring to us as niggas, it makes us wonder, well, who you used to dealing with? You're a single mom and your baby daddy ain't shit? Well, I didn't do it. Well, tell me about your baby daddy. Oh, he locked up? Oh, he dead? Oh, now you want a man that makes 6 figures? How much money did your baby daddy make? He had no job? Oh, so that was a mistake. So you're not settling anymore now? How convenient. So now you know your worth? I don't understand. You see what we're dealing with? And when we say, man, you got to tone it down. Got to tone it down. You made a mistake, so you want a high-value man to come in and clean up your mess. Just tone it down a bit. That's not right. If this dude has become the best version of himself and he's been responsible with his penis, he has no kids, he has his pick from the litter. And unfortunately, you made a mistake. So if he looks past you, why he got to be sassy and gay and hate his mother and hate black women? And then when Kevin said shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right, was he lying? So Kamala loses. What did these black sisters say to us? You know what's sassy? Uncle Luke talking about we ain't gonna march for y'all when the cops shoot y'all. Who you talking about, nigga? Since when did you become righteous? I remember what you did in the 90s. I remember what you did. Now you mad? Come on, man. Stop. Stop. Nobody had a problem with Saucy Santana talking about no vote, no bucking? No one had a problem with that? Why is it that Saucy Santana, who is he deep? He was beefing with DJ Academics, right? I saw a video and I was going to do a live on this, but I was just so disgusted. Why is it that he said he wanted to fight DJ Academics, beat him up, and violate him sexually? Let's just say that. And I'm looking around and I'm like, no one's gonna say anything? That wasn't funny. As a matter of fact, if I was DJ Academics, y'all know what I would have did. I'd be like, yo, bro, okay. We're gonna fight, and I'm gonna castrate you and shove it in your mouth. And I'm gonna go live when I do it. You'll never lose it again. You'll never use it again. And you'll have no choice but to go with the full, you already got the BBL. You're going to go with the full transformation because I'm going to cut it off, dogs. I'm going to cut it off and put it in your mouth. How dare you? Nobody said anything. No, I don't know how many women said anything about it. No dude said, nobody said anything. I was disgusted. But I looked around, I said, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. Tom, what up, Tom? Oh yeah, DL Hughley, he went in. Now he quiet. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. My point is proven, and now these chicks, they want to give up. You see what I mean? When they talked about having a draft and including women, did you see the videos? Women in uniforms crying. I'm doing administrative work, and now they're talking about I might be deployed. Yeah. You signed up for this. What are you talking about? And then when I say that men and women are cut different, some of these chicks want to argue. Please stop arguing with me. Wanting America to burn is the most immature thing that I've ever heard. I can deal with y'all being mad because you ain't Jamal. What up? I can deal with y'all being mad because, you think that we voted Trump in. I can deal with that. I can deal with y'all calling us broke and sassy. My life is great. Happily married with a family. These chicks on these panels with the biggest mouths, 90% of them are not happy at home. When they get off the stage and go home to an empty house, it might be paid for, but it's you and Pornhub and that rose you got in your closet and that dildo attached to a pile driver, rubbing all the nerves out your nanu. You're lonely. I get it. Or that lashing out when you got to refer to us as niggas instead of black men. I already know what's going on with you. I already know what's going on with you. So I don't really take all of that seriously. I see these panels and I get to laughing when these sisters be like, oh, because you niggas, I'm like, man, I already know who they've been dealing with. Remember what we said? For these women to be saying there's a lot of ain't shit dudes out here. What did we find out? Y'all sure are pregnant a lot. And then when they're saying cause niggas, okay. The low percentage of dudes that ain't shit, they got multiple kids from multiple women. Y'all are dogpiling the same dude. I say this a lot. And this is relevant to these women wanting America to crash and burn over Trump's victory. None of this shit is your fault. There's more women than men. All of y'all didn't go to the polls, or maybe there's some of y'all with good sense that pulled that lever in the direction of Trump or filled out that Scantron seat for Trump. Y'all not holding each other accountable. When that man said, grab him by the pussy, those white women weren't deterred. They said, well, we're voting for what's the best interest in our country. It ain't got nothing to do with what that man said, because you know what? Our men talk like that. Now, true, Obama couldn't have said anything like that and been close to the White House. That is true. That is true. But we got to work with what we got. When a woman's referring to me, I don't want her to refer to me as yo, that nigga, because it's coming from a derogatory place in her heart. And she's comparing me to a dude, a nigga that did her dirty. Stop it. Oh, I know, Demon, a lot of chicks voted for Trump. A lot of these sisters talking about they waving the white flag and they need a break. Now you need a break because you ain't get what you wanted. You ask them, why are you voting? Why do you hate Trump so much? Why are you voting for Kamala Harris? Ask them and just listen. Just ask a question. Why is Harris a better candidate? And just listen. You can't blame men for anything when y'all can't even save the WNBA. I'm keeping it simple. Darnell, what up? You can't blame men for anything when y'all can't save the WNBA. That shit ain't our fault. The NBA has been keeping the WNBA afloat for how many years? Goddamn, over 20 years. There's more women than men. Y'all sisters just can't buy season tickets. Y'all bosses, y'all could support your own businesses. Y'all can't do that. Easy fix. Somehow that shit is our fault too, right? Stop being weak, man. Stop making excuses. It's ridiculous. He said, why didn't women save the Color Purple remake? I don't know. Detroit native, salute. I don't know. And don't tell us, and this is last but not least, don't tell black men that we hate our moms and hate y'all because y'all black. When the black woman you was voting for had a white husband, has a white husband. There goes your divesting dreams right there. So everything y'all said backfired. You mad at us. We had nothing to do with it. And now y'all want the whole country to burn. That is selfish, it's ignorant, it's immature, and y'all need to just, y'all feelings are hurt. Call our wham-ambulance. Y'all just crying. Call our wham-ambulance. Wham! Wham! Come out of law. Get over it. You want the country to burn. Y'all sound stupid. It's stupid. What the hell is this? The PA? What is this? And just shut up. Wait, hold on. Look, I will say that black women are tired, Foster said. Black women feel like we have saved democracy over and over again, and sometimes we haven't seen the same solidarity coming from other communities. And folks are thinking, the best way to utilize resources and the best way to move forward. All right, what's the best way to stop the migrants from coming over here and robbing people? And us having to close down cities, or close down schools in urban cities. The migrants are coming to the black and brown neighborhoods. They ain't going to these white folk neighborhood. What's that? Groceries too high. I hear everyone talking about that now. What are you doing? What are we doing? What is Kamala going to do? She was asked, how are you going to stop this? You still got some sanctuary cities talking about they're not going to comply. They're going to protect the migrants. No, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Get them the fuck out of here. Every man, woman, and child. I don't care. Get them the fuck out of here. There's a right way to do things. I almost said white way. That's funny. There's a right way to do things. Immigrants are not migrants. Immigrants went through a process. Detroit, what up? They went through a process to get here and remain here. You know where they at? They're working. They're getting green cards. They're doing the right thing. Not some motherfucker that hopped the fence. He might be a rapist from somewhere else, and now they over here with their gangs and everything. No. I can't decipher who's who by looking at them. So here's what we're gonna do. Round their asses up and get them the fuck out my country. That's how you handle it. Because they are making the immigrants look bad. The people that did it the right way. I have no problem with immigrants that are doing it the right way. That's what this country's about. But hopping the fucking fence, and then you got to close down a school, and now my kid got to go to another school because that become a shelter, and now they got their Venezuelan gangs walking through hoods. What? That motherfucker robbed a DA. Didn't know it was a DA. Robbed him. And now all of a sudden, he's not eligible for parole. These dudes, the first thing they did is beat up a NYPD officer and a sergeant. And they were released on their own recognizance later on that day. You're bugging. Where's Frank Castle when you need him? Who's Frank Castle? The Punisher. I ain't gonna say what I want to say, but when my Patreon's up, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to my Patreon. Because if the government's supposed to do right by us, we're supposed to protect them. We vote them in there to do that, right? Well, the public is saying Trump is going to do something about this. Kamala was asked, and what did she say? But something keeps ringing off in my head. When was asked, what is she going to do about black people? Because she's black, right? She's bliggity black, right? When she was asked, what are you going to do for black people? What did she say? And I'll stop there.
The devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I ain't worried. Biatch. Stupid bitch.
Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat. Much love and appreciation to every last one of you. You guys make the show. Salute to my brother Paul Carrick in that Cash App. Much love. He says microphone dudes. Yeah, you know I'm trying to get that Shure mic. I'm gonna get it soon. And I might discuss this. I get drawn into these stupid conversations. In Instagram, there was a 9/11 post on here, and I made a comment because I worked down, well, not in Manhattan, but I was transporting firemen down the West Side Highway, and somehow I get drawn into this conversation, and now these dudes are talking about something that I said in response to somebody that tried to violate what I said. Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Dudes is soy boys, I swear. Anyway, maybe we'll talk about sticking to the topic. I'll take y'all on a magical journey of a conversation I had. I might do that, but whatever. Man, salute to y'all, man. Much love and appreciation. Like the video, share the video. I'll be talking boxing in the morning. Yeah. So be on the lookout for the Patreon. And Bear Cave Entertainment will be making its return real soon, going into the new year. It's just about me finding time to do certain things, but it's all fun and games, man. So salute to y'all, much love and appreciation. And stay real, take it gently.